Meanwhile, earlier in the afternoon, there was high drama at the DCW meet. One of the members of the commission confronted DCW Chief Barkha Singh at the press conference and accused her of towing a political line in the controversy involving AAP leader Kumar Vishwas. Juhi Khan accused Barkha Singh of acting in a partisan manner and then announced her decision to quit from the commission. The DCW clearly divided over the Kumar Vishwas controversy. Commission Chief Barkha Singh alleged that Juhi Khan was an AAP worker, which is why she was trying to protect the leader.
क्योंकि मुझे ये DCW का इन्वॉल्व होना इस वाले पॉलिटिकली मोटिवेटेड केस में अच्छा नहीं लगा. मेरी कॉन्शियंस को ये नहीं लगा कि आई शुड अलाउ एनीबडी टू रुइन द रेपुटेशन ऑफ अ गुड पर्सन.
किस तरह से कुमार विश्वास आपको ऑनेस्ट नजर आ रहे हैं?
मुझे हर तरह से वो ऑनेस्ट नजर आ रहे हैं.
This is what happened a short while back. There was high drama at a press conference organized by the Delhi Commission for Women, where the press conference, which is being addressed by Commission Chief Barkha Singh, was interrupted by DCW member Juhi Khan, who started speaking and said that she personally did not. She wasn't in agreement with any of the statements that were being made by the commission. She said that this was a politically motivated campaign which the DCW was participating in. Of course, there was a blame game that started right there with Barkha Singh accusing Juhi Khan of being an Aam Aadmi Party worker. Juhi Khan, of course, announced her immediate decision to quit from the commission and walked out. She, in fact, also spoke to our reporter after walking out and said that she will not be continuing with the commission because they were indulging in a political blame game. Atir Khan, our deputy editor, is with us on the phone line. Atir, there was high drama at that DCW meet. Any word from other members? What are their views about what happened there at the press conference? An open war of words between the chairman of the Delhi Commission and a colleague of hers.
Well, Simi, Delhi Commission for Women is an independent body which has statutory powers and is appointed by the government. The members are appointed by the government, and it is expected to independently carry out probe and inquiry into allegations of women, and it is supposed to uphold rights of women. But this is unprecedented that today in open there were differences which were seen, which were played out at a press conference. The proceedings are confidential and the members among themselves discuss the complaints and the proceedings, the inquiry which takes place, and then they arrive to a conclusion. So, Delhi Commission for Women chairperson has called a press conference during which she wanted to show that she had summoned Kumar Vishwas and she wanted to show evidence in that connection. There were doubts that perhaps he was not called by the commission. It was during that while that these differences cropped up.
Right, and Atir, this incident has also put a question mark on the credibility of the DCW, hasn't it?
Well, that's right. This is for the first time that, such differences have come out in open. Normally, the members who inquires into a complaint then discusses the inquiry with the chairperson, and other members are also taken into confidence and final report is prepared. But in this case, though the inquiry has not begun and a notice has been sent to join in the inquiry, therefore, there were certain doubts which the chairperson wanted to clear, during which, while one of the pro tem members alleged that there is effort on the part of commission to target Kumar Vishwas. However, the commission chairperson says that the pro tem member in question was a volunteer with Aam Aadmi Party, so therefore she wants to defend Kumar Vishwas.
Right, and Atir, did you manage to get a word from the other members of the DCW who were also present on stage? What did they have to say about this controversy?
Well, you see, the inquiry or proceedings of Delhi Commission for Women are confidential to me. They are not made public until the inquiry is complete. So since at this stage the inquiry has not even begun, the notices have been served to Kumar Vishwas to join in probe. The question of the opinion of other members is not really relevant at this point of time, because it will be only after the inquiry is complete they'll be able to arrive to any conclusion.
All right, so for now, an inquiry has been ordered. Fresh summons have been issued. Barkha Singh also saying that she's also written a letter to the Delhi police to probe allegations of blackmail or threatening or these threat messages that were reportedly sent by Kumar Vishwas to this AAP volunteer. Atit, stay on with us. Let's once again listen into what exactly happened at that press conference a short while back.
मुझे पर्सनली ये लगता है कि इट इज अ पॉलिटिकली मोटिवेटेड कॉन्स्पिरेसी अगेंस्ट मिस्टर कुमार
नहीं प्लीज मैं एक मिनट नहीं एक 1 सेकंड प्लीज 1 सेकंड जूही जी 1 मिनट कमीशन अपना काम कर रहा है 1 सेकंड पॉलिटिकल नहीं दिस इज द कमीशन दिस इज मेंबर ऑफ
कि मुझे ये डीसीडब्ल्यू का इन्वॉल्व होना इस वाले पॉलिटिकली मोटिवेटेड केस में अच्छा नहीं लगा। मेरी कॉन्शियंस को ये नहीं लगा कि आई शुड अलाउ एनीबडी टू रुइन द रेपुटेशन ऑफ अ गुड पर्सन।
किस तरह से कुमार विश्वास आपको ऑनेस्ट नजर आ रहे हैं?
मुझे हर तरह से वो ऑनेस्ट नजर आ रहे हैं। मुझे हर तरह से वो ऑनेस्ट नजर आ रहे हैं।
All right, that was Juhi Khan, member of the DCW, who walked out of the press conference, said she's putting in her papers, doesn't want to be a member of the DCW anymore because, according to her, the commission is towing a politically motivated line. Atir Khan, our deputy editor, is with us on the phone line. Atir, what's going to happen now? Is the Delhi police going to respond to that letter that's been sent by Barkha Singh, or will the commission now sit together and try to put out one unified line on this issue?
Well, these are two separate proceedings, Simi. The Delhi Commission for Women is going to carry out its own independent inquiry. However, whenever there's intervention...
yes, Atir, I want to find out, when the DCW does carry out an inquiry, what is the procedure that it employs? Do all members sit together and look at all the facts, or is it the chairperson who's personally looking after the inquiry and others' opinions aren't sought?
Well, first a member, summons the person in question after a complainant sends a complaint to Delhi Commission for Women, and if it finds merit in the complaint, it summons the other party. The other party's statement is recorded, and the statement, of course, of the person who sent the complaint is also recorded by the member, and then there is a decision, there is a discussion between the chairperson and the member, and at a later stage, if need be, other members are also consulted and a detailed report is prepared.
All right, and Atir, Kumar Vishwas had been summoned by the DCW today. Did he give any reasons for not appearing?
Well, as of now, there is no clear statement on his part, but what we learned from sources is that he's scheduled to leave for the US. He already has a program there, so perhaps he will not be able to join the inquiry today.
Right, and Atir, what is the stand that the Commission has taken on this matter so far?
Well, you see, whenever Delhi Commission for Women or National Commission for Women sends a notice to any person against whom the allegations are leveled, it is imperative on the part of the person to join and probe. It is a very serious issue, and it is a detailed probe which is carried out. It's a statutory body which has been formed by the government. So it will send some more notices, and then if the commission, if the person does not join and probe, it might also go in for legal provisions.
All right, Atir, stay on with us. Let's also get now out from Preeti Chaudhary, who's with us live from the newsroom. Preeti, there was high drama at this DCW press conference a short while back. We're also seeing these statements being made by Kejriwal saying he doesn't want to speak about any controversies anymore. AAP leaders will not be speaking about the issue. Meanwhile, Kumar Vishwas, who's at the center of the controversy, is expected to leave for the US. What do you make of this entire controversy?
You know, Simi, there are various ways to look at this, but number one, let's just focus on the DCW. This is a statutory body. There is no business with for them to conduct themselves in the way which we saw today. Fighting going on right there in front of television channels, one member attacking the other. On the other hand, let's look at credentials here. Barkha Shukla is a member from the Congress. There have been at least right now with the last count over 450 cases when we checked of domestic violence, cases registered with the DCW that they haven't picked up. Why is it that Barkha Shukla decides to hold a press conference to pick up this particular issue? We understand that there is a complaint to the DCW that the woman concerned in this had made. But on the other hand, there are a number of cases that the DCW, the chairperson of which belongs, mind you, to the Congress, has not addressed as yet. Why is it that Barkha Shukla is jumping in the middle of all of this? On the other hand, with what we saw today, the theatrics, the shenanigans, it's a statutory body. Their job is to protect the rights of women and not to politicize the issue. And what we saw today was just that.
Right, and Preeti, of course, incidents like these will also put a question mark on the credibility of the commission, as you're rightly pointing out that these are political appointees. Some of them have strong political allegiances as well.
Well, Simi, can you repeat the question, please?
All right, Preeti, I'm going to come back to you in just a bit. We're getting some more reactions. Let's cross live. I will try and play out those reactions for you in just a bit. Let's go back to Preeti Chaudhary, who's with us in the newsroom. Preeti, you're telling us about this press conference, how this is a statutory body, but it is important to note that most of the members are political appointees who have strong political leanings.
Well, you're bang on, Simi, and that's that's the sad part. But if you look at any of the bodies that we've created to protect the rights of women, right from the National Commission of Women right down to the Delhi Commission of Women, each one of them are political appointees. Let's take the case of Barkha Shukla. Technically, Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party government could have come in and appointed their own member as the chairperson. They did not do so. They could have, in their right, it is the right of the Delhi government to remove Barkha Shukla as the head because she's been a Congress appointee, but they did not do so. On the other hand, look at the National Commission of Women. The head of the National Commission of Women today is a clear BJP. She's fought an election from the BJP. She has pretty much a stamp of the BJP. So that's the sad part, and that is, if you look at it at this point of time, the infighting between the National Commission of Women, even the WCD, the Women and Child Development Ministry, because that's what they want changed. So yes, these are political appointees. They like to settle scores where politics is concerned, because there are over 400 cases. The last 6 months, the DCW has over 400 cases, bona fide cases, which they need to address. They don't do that. Why is it that they choose a case like this to hold press conferences? What did we just see today? The DCW went out and embarrassed themselves in full public view. They don't need to do this. If they needed to address this situation, they could have done it like.
क्योंकि मुझे ये DCW का इन्वॉल्व होना इस वाले पॉलिटिकली मोटिवेटेड केस में अच्छा नहीं लगा. मेरी कॉन्शियंस को ये नहीं लगा कि आई शुड अलाउ एनीबडी टू रुइन द रेपुटेशन ऑफ अ गुड पर्सन.
जिस तरह से कुमार विश्वास आपको ऑनेस्ट नजर आ रहे हैं,
मुझे हर तरह से वो ऑनेस्ट नजर आ रहे हैं.
All right, a clear blame game has now begun between Barkha Singh and Juhi Khan. One is the chairperson of the Delhi Commission for Women. The other is a member. Juhi Khan has now put in her paper saying that this is a politically motivated campaign that is being run by the DCW. Let's get a word from Preeti Chaudhary, who's with us live from our newsroom this afternoon. Preeti, as you rightly pointed out, DCW has been reduced to a laughing stock. If there are people or women genuinely looking for help, who do they turn to? Not somebody where, not an organization or a body where two members can't see eye to eye on an important matter.
Well, you're right there, Ansimi, and that's the sad part. Look at how the DCW is being run today. The head of it is a Congress appointee. It's not about the Aam Aadmi Party, it's not about the Congress. The sad part is because this is a statutory body that has been formed to protect the rights of women for the state of, for Delhi, for the city of Delhi. And they don't do that. Look what's going on. Now, she's a Congress appointee. Like we pointed out, right now we just go onto the website of the Delhi Commission of Women. Over 400 cases pending. Why is it that they picked this particular case? Let's go into the semantics of this case. We do know that the victim in this case approached the DCW. She wanted action being taken. But immediately summons were given to Kumar Vishwas, to his wife and to this victim to come ahead and register what they had to say with the DCW. Mind you, before even a summon was delivered, a press conference was called by Barkha Shukla. She called lots of reporters who follow the beat. I am one of them. I got a message from the DCW saying that the president in this case, Barkha Shukla, would want to speak to the press. Why is it? Why is it that the DCW should pick up the phone, call reporters and want to speak to the press before they send a summon? I understand if the DCW wanted to send a summon to Kumar Vishwas, it's well within their rights to do so. But why approach the press? Why have these press conferences? Why go out on a limb and criticize a particular political party? Once again, it is not about the Aam Aadmi Party. It is not about the Congress or even the BJP here. It is about the rights of women. And today, what we did see in that press conference is all of it being belittled to nothing but a laughing stock of a body that represents the women of Delhi.